morning, WCHS. You're watching the 9th edition of WCTV. I'm Sally Trueblood, and this is my co-host,
Eric Slinton. We hope everyone survived the first week back to school from our Thanksgiving break.
Along with 5 days of no homework comes a lot of family togetherness. I'm sure that all of you have some family traditions during the holidays.
With a scoop on what families do to celebrate the holidays, here's Kristen.
Thanksgiving break has come to an end.
But Christmas break is coming up soon.
It seems around these two holidays, spending a lot of time with the family and not so much time with the friends is most common. Some of the most famous family traditions we have are the cutting of the famous turkey, decorating the Christmas tree, hanging our stockings, Santa visiting, and hopefully the opening of some new presents. What are some of your favorite holiday traditions?
My favorite family tradition is making kringla and lefse. I like reading stories before we open presents. My favorite family tradition is getting together with my family for the holiday.
Opening new gifts, watching the football game, eating turkey.
Between Thanksgiving and Christmas, there is a large variety of holiday traditions. But what do some of the other countries do as their holiday celebrations? In some European countries, on December 6th, the children will place a shoe or a boot by the fireplace in hope that during the night, St. Nicholas will fill their shoe with delicious holiday food. But only if they are good. If they are bad, their shoe will be filled with twigs. In Africa, they have an annual Christmas pageant, and they also have carolers that travel down all the streets of Africa, singing Christmas carols known around the world. Wow, there's a few similarities between our country's traditions. But spending time with the friends is still to a minimum. Is spending time with the family really that bad? Some high school students offered up their opinions.
I don't enjoy my little brother.
I enjoy Mama Joe's cookies. I love eating food with all the family.
Family and food.
I would have to say my crazy family and the food.
Well, I'm Kristen. I'm reporting for WCTV, and I think it's time for me to catch up on my family time and maybe start some of my own traditions.
Thanks, Kristen. The holiday season can be a very dangerous time for high school drivers.
With winter finally here and students driving in snowy conditions, we need to remember to be careful.
Justin has the info on how to keep you and your car in one piece this winter.
Winter weather is right around the corner, and with winter weather, you have winter driving, which most of you know isn't so safe. From driving on the parking lot to driving on the road, when the first snow hits the ground, chaos is the one and only word to describe it. Here's Andy to tell you more.
Some of the ways to winterize your car. First of all, a good service job, changing oil and greasing your car up, checking tires. Have your antifreeze checked. The newer cars in the last 5-6 years should really be flushed, change antifreeze in them. It's not really necessary in all vehicles, but some of them you should check with your owner's manuals, etc. Antifreeze should be good to at least 20 below or 25. I hope it don't get colder than that.
From your past experience, what age group has the most winter accidents?
The first 3-4 year driver, and the older, real old drivers, 70 above.
Well, that was some great information. But when driving in the winter, always remember to know the road conditions and leave yourself plenty of time to get to where you need to be. I think the DOT can help us out even more. What are some common precautions when starting winter driving?
You need to make sure that your car is in safe operating condition. You need to allow plenty of time to get to where you're going. If winter conditions are bad, you need to slow down. And you also need to make sure that you have an emergency kit in your car in case you run into bad weather. When we're talking about safe operating condition, we're talking that your tires have plenty of tread, that you have windshield washer fluid, and that your car is full of gas.
Well, I'll keep that in mind for the next time I'm driving. But students can also have some good tips. Jake Lafredo has some experience. What do you do to stay safe when you drive?
Well, I usually try to avoid driving because it's kind of dangerous, but I always buckle my seatbelt and follow the speed limit laws, stop signs, railroad crossings, everything.
Have you ever been in an accident? And if so, what were the consequences?
You know, I can't think of me ever being in an accident. Well, there was this one time where I totaled my car, and the consequences were I lost my license and I don't have a car now.
This is Justin Hyde reporting for WCTV, and I need to brush up on my driving skills.
Thanks, Justin. I'll be sure to remember those safe driving tips. Hey, Eric, do you know who goes to lunch first today?
I don't know, but hopefully it's the sophomores.
No, hopefully it's the seniors. Today's lunch is walking tacos, and I better be first in line.
You know, PBS has become really well known this year. But I'm still not very sure what an office referral is.
Jordan has been getting the scoop on what PBS is all about. Jordan?
So hey freshmen, do you know what PBS stands for?
Peanut butter sandwich, right?
No. Positive behavioral support? Oh, freshmen. On Fridays, you may hear who gets to go to lunch early, and you may see students wearing those groovy yellow and purple bracelets. As you sit there, you may wonder, what is PBS? Mr. Elkin could probably help us out. Why did we start PBS?
Well, basically, the school needed a boost to get kids more involved, and basically it's about teaching kids appropriate behavior while acknowledging those students who engage in appropriate and positive behavior.
Since we started PBS, what changes have you seen in the school?
Well, we started PBS my first year here, and this is my third year here right now, so I've seen a lot of things. Number one, I've seen a huge decrease in ODRs, office discipline referrals. Attendance has gone up. I've seen a lot more positive attitude from kids. I've seen students take ownership of the building and tell other students, hey, that's not what we do here. Overall, I think it's a lot better place to be just in lots of different areas.
Mr. Elkin sure has his hands full. Whenever we do something good, we get rewarded. There's also a PBS drawing every week, and you can usually get a t-shirt or a cookie. But as you go to lunch 1 minute early, you may see a big bar graph on the right-hand side of the wall. Maybe Mrs. Memmer could tell us what that is. Mrs. Memmer, what are office referrals?
An office referral is the form that gets filled out when students in the building are not meeting expectations. Then an office referral gets filled out for that student, and it may result in a detention or a visit to the plan room.
How can you get a PBS bracelet?
PBS bracelets, which I have a couple of them right here, are given out to students when teachers catch them following one of our 3 major expectations, which is to be respectful, be responsible, or be caring. And then students can turn these in to Mrs. Brandt, who is her room is across from the office. And then we have a drawing every couple of weeks for rewards and prizes for those students who had received a PBS bracelet. If you really like your bracelet, though, you can keep it.
Man, this is so intense! I got my first PBS bracelet! Maybe people out there who don't have one of these babies, you should strive a little bit harder to get one. But if you don't know how, don't worry, I'll help you out. 1, you could help a teacher out. Number 2, open a door for someone. Number 3, show sportsmanship and respect fellow classmates. There are many other ways for you to get a PBS bracelet. PBS hasn't only affected the teachers, but the students as well. Here's some feedback from the students. How do you think PBS has changed the student body?
There's been a lot less fights. It's made Webster City much better.
I think everybody's a lot more respectful and polite.
How'd you earn a PBS bracelet?
I picked some kids' books up for them.
I was nice to open the door for a teacher.
Now you know that PBS doesn't stand for peanut butter sandwich. So maybe you can hold off being sent to the office, and maybe your class will be the one to get that ice cream party in 7 weeks. I'm Jordan Kane reporting for Wctv. Oh. And I'm working on my positive behavior.
Thanks, Jordan, and thank you to all the staff on the PBS committee. We have seen a big difference in the behavior of the students here at WCHS.
Well, that's all we have for you today. We'd like to say good job to the wrestling team last night, and good luck tomorrow at the Dallas Center Grimes tournament.
And good luck to the basketball team tonight as they play their first game here against Eagle Grove, and tomorrow with Forest City. Go out and support the Lynx.
Good luck to the Jazz Band as they compete in the Jazz Festival Saturday.
Join us next week for the lowdown on ACT's Jazz Band, Iowa versus Iowa State rivalries.
See you then.
Who is the President of the United States?
Miss Hanson?
What color shirt are you wearing?
Orange.
Do you have a crush on Mr. Elkin?
No. What's your favorite animal to see at the aquarium?
Cat.
What kind?
Golden tabby or whatever doesn't bite me or scratch me.
If you could date any movie star, who would it be?
Mr. Larson.
Who is the female PE teacher?
Yeah, right. I don't remember. I don't.
Are you sure?
Heather? Brock? Okay, I got that one right.
Yep.